It is I, Jake Lasky, your non-mask wearing host to this YouTube channel. Masks are for pussies like Antifa, who hide behind a mask, like to slash tires, like to bash out windows, like to do a little vandalism, and talk shit behind a fucking keyboard. Well, come on and see me, you guys, you great peaceful protesters. 287 South Front Street, Crestwell, Oregon, and buy all your survival needs, and let's talk. Any rage. Speaking of, you little Facebook warriors, you hardcore motherfuckers. Well, let's sit here and see a little something. Russell Robertson, seems to me you've been called out, but you're just one of those guys that hides behind a keyboard. That RV over there in that park over there off of Barger Drive in Eugene, the Irwin area. It was kind of asked who it was that was parking there. You kind of like threw out some bullshit. So the guy who runs Hymnorg, the black metal band out of Eugene, well, he kind of sent me these screenshots. Mr. Kevin, yes, sent me these screenshots where you, Mr. Russell, trying to talk shit to him, and he called your punk ass out. Said, why don't you come meet me? In fact, Kevin of Hymnorg, and coming soon, there's going to be a new lead singer. Kevin asks, are they Antifa? I live 2 houses down from the park. Finally got rid of the Chimos. Now Antifa moves in, Mr. Russell R. Robertson. I've seen your Facebook page too. You are an easily manipulated tool. By the way, when did it become unpopular to hate fascists? You know over 400,000 of America's finest died fighting fascists in Europe, don't you? Fascists are the antithesis of a patriotic, freedom-loving believer in a constitutional democratic republic. You sound like the kind of guy who got A's in civics and history. That's you, Russell, talking shit to him. Constitutional democratic republic. Alright. You're freedom-loving? Then what's that fucking communist shit all over your fucking Facebook, you fucking fucker? You're a communist. Right there on your fucking Facebook page. Constitutional Democratic Republic. You don't believe in that shit, Mr. Russell. So, what does Kevin tell you? Well, haha. Pickles. Come here. Come on, Pickles. Hey. Yeah. Mr. Pickles. He's ferocious. So Kevin says, you're so interested in fighting fascists. Want to meet up at the park? Antifa is a group of retards who run around the streets bullying anyone who doesn't think like them. Ain't that the fucking truth? I noticed they didn't do shit to clean the park up when that piece of shit JR and his goons were looking around giving drugs to kids. Yeah, it was a certain group of people that got rid of him, and you'd consider the group of people fascists that got rid of him, cleaned up that motherfucking park. But they will slash people's tires, punch people for exercising freedom of speech, and protest in large numbers with masks on. You got a fascist living on your street. Let's have her if you want. Otherwise, shut your whore mouth and let people clean up the goddamn parks from scum fucks. Don't you have a protest to get to? And Kevin sent Mr. Russell a little invitation to come. Can you see that? Yeah. There it is. Head on down to Wolf Clan Armory to get your fascist fighting supplies. That's right. I'll sell to anyone. I'll sell to anyone who comes in. No matter the race, ethnicity, sexual orientation, whether you're a member of Antifa that likes to talk smack about me and not do a goddamn thing to me personally, especially when they come on in and won't ID themselves, and then leave, and they keyboard warrior it up on Facebook and just talk more shit and bring me more business. I tell anyone, I don't give a fuck who you are, what your fucking politics are. It's a fucking business. We don't discriminate. Any rate, Mr. Robertson, your response to him was, wow, you sure told me. I seriously doubt you want to meet me in the park, man. But you go on thinking you're a patriotic, bulletproof badass if you want. Read a book on what fascism did to Europe. Over 40 million people died, you stupid fuck. 40 million, huh? All right, well, Google it. You're kind of on the right track from what the statistics say. And, well, of course he just talks more shit to you. And you got punked out. You won't do a fucking thing, Mr. Robertson. Well, you know what you need to Google, Mr. Robertson? You need to Google what the statistic is on how many fucking people died under communism. How many people were fucking butchered, murdered, tortured, and fucking killed. Babies and women, everything. Well, let's see here. Thecommentator.com. Google this. I made sure and ran through the numbers and read the black book of communism that they don't want in the motherfucking universities. Why? Because it's telling the motherfucking truth. USSR, 20 million. China, 65 million. Vietnam, 1 million. North Korea, 2 million. Cambodia, 2 million. Eastern Europe, 1 million. Latin America, 150,000. Africa, 1.7 million. Afghanistan, 1.5 million. Oh my God. Do the math on that. And the numbers counting upwards. Almost, if not more, than 100 million people have died under communism. You know what's great about you anarchist Black Cross members? You guys don't know shit on what anarchy is. Don't you fucking study your own shit? Check this out. You anarchists have always been the front line soldiers of socialists. And those socialists become the communists. Because the socialist government leads to the communist totalitarian dictatorship who murders you. They don't give a fuck about you anarchists. Do some research, motherfuckers. You ABC motherfuckers. You Antifa motherfuckers. You guys are the frontline soldiers paid for by George Soros here in the United States, just like everywhere else. You guys are the frontline soldiers to do their bidding. And what happens when they get into the power structure? What happens when they rule? What happens? What happens with Bolsheviks? What happened to them? They killed you off. They lined you guys up, shot you on the wall. They murdered you guys. Your people, you're anarchists. Anarchy will never be a government structure. It doesn't fucking work. There's always going to be a hierarchy. And that hierarchy that uses anarchy are the socialists who are secretly and in turn become and create communist rule who kill you. You're dead. So keep fucking slashing tires. Keep up doing your fucking protests. Keep bashing out the windows. Keep getting paid by George Soros. And when everything comes about the way that is planned for the communists to take over, you're dead. Obama was a communist. His father was Fred Marshall C. Davis. He's gay. Michelle Obama's a man. Communism is ruling the United States. Liberalism is destroying the United States. The communist agenda, the communist manifesto is destroying us. It's in power. And you're being used. And when it's all out, hammer and sickle, you will be lined up against the wall by your fucking leaders. And you will get killed. You anarchists. You ABC, Anarchist Black Cross, you Antifa. Antifa. You're the antithesis of a great society. Antifa is the antithesis of a great society. You're being used. You're being manipulated. You're dividing the country the way they want it. Couldn't we for 1 minute get all together and join together and fight the beast? No, that's not what they want. You're a tool. You're being used. You're being manipulated. And you're still a bunch of fucking pussies. Turn around that hate you have for me. Turn around that hate you have for the Zionist Trump. Fight the real system. Fight George Soros. Fight the government. Quit doing the dumb shit. Quit destroying the windows. Quit fucking throwing feces and shit. Quit slashing tires. I quit fucking throwing rocks when I was taught a fucking lesson. And soon, you motherfuckers are going to be taught a lesson in federal penitentiary. The lower prisons, you have a chance in the feds. You have a chance at a camp. You have a chance at a federal correctional institute. You get to the fucking United States penitentiaries for all the bullshit you did during the election and the inauguration. If you ain't going to get got, it'll come out. And you will be got. You guys are going to seek protection. And the people that are going to protect you, who run the penitentiary, are the fucking crackers. It's the fascists. It's the people that you hate so much. So they are the ones that are going to save your fucking ass. And you fuckers seeking protection are going to be fake motherfuckers who are going to lie about why you fucking went to the joint. And you're going to become the white supremacist. You're going to become the fucking fascist. You're going to be covered in tattoos like I am. And fucking have that ink job. And you're going to be that ultimate fascist. Pushing your agenda to stay alive. But you know what? It always comes out. We always figure you guys out that quick. And then you're gone. You got holes in you. You're in protective custody. Huh. You go to the next joint and it happens again. You go to the next joint, it happens again. They transfer you here and there. And it always follows you. Someone IDs you. They know what the fucking time it is. And you're fucking, you better bounce back into protective custody before you're gotten again. But you know what? Mark my words. You guys, during the inauguration, who make it to the penitentiary, you may not make it out. Yeah. Can't we do something to better this world? Tribalism, it works. Will you be a victim or a survivor? This extended a little longer than I wanted. Facebook keyboard warriors, get a fucking clue. Will you be a victim or a survivor? Wolf Clan Armory, be a survivor.